Crap. Yeah. Hey. What the hell? Hey. Alright. Crap. Alright, yeah. Alright. Oh, crap. Yeah, what was it? Alright, I'm just gonna act like what happened earlier didn't happen. Alright. It's game time, everybody. Uh, crap. So yeah, well. Oh, hey there, Head. Oh, is it good to see you? Yeah, talk about news today, or well, mostly mostly the Afcon final, since that's kind of the big story going around right now. Oh god, there is some crazy shit coming out around that final. Oh yeah, well, was it Spurs did win? Yeah, who'd they play again? It was Dortmund, right? Yeah, 2-0 against Dortmund. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, good for them. Yeah, what was it? Yeah, what was it? I was gonna stream earlier, but I forgot there were UCL games going on, so I decided to just watch one of those and then wait till now. Crap. So yeah, well, so yeah, let's see. Oh yeah, what was it? All right, which did I watch? I watched Real Madrid versus Monaco. Kind of wishing I hadn't. It was a bit of a blowout. What was it, like 6-1? Oh crap. Yeah. Eh, yeah, it was kind of a boring game. It's like yeah, I feel like once a game gets to like 3-0, I kind of just stop paying attention because it's clear like this is super one-sided. Crap. Yeah. Yeah. I mostly just watched it because I was like the only game on TV in the US. I know the Champions League airs on Paramount Plus, but like I don't have Paramount Plus. So yeah, what was it? Oh. Oh crap. So yeah, what was it? So yeah, main stories today, like I said, revolving around the Afcon final. Oh crap! This might be, what was it, one of the craziest finals ever. I did not watch this game live, but I honestly wish I did because what was it? This was a complete shit show. Oh crap! Yeah. It is the same language, but it's not the same service, I don't think. In the UK, I'm pretty sure it's streamed on like DAZN or something, which I'm not sure has it in the US. Yeah, I don't know. What was it? Streaming services tend to have like different things in different countries. I'm not totally sure. It's like a weird rights. It's like a rights thing. But yeah, what was it? Yeah. I'm not sure what services have what, like, in the UK or other parts of Europe. I only know, like, what services have what in the US. And I'm pretty sure it is, like, different, streaming services. So, yeah, it's complicated. It's a weird thing. Yeah. So, what was it? So yeah, what was it? The first article for today comes from The Athletic, written by Carl Anka, Mark Carey, and Max Matthews. Senegal 1, Morocco 0. Afcon finals chaotic walk-off, missed Panenka, and spectacular winner. Yeah, what was it? This was a crazy match that will not be forgotten soon. Crap. What was it? Was it Senegal and Morocco players clashed during the final? Got a little shot of a bit of a what was tussle going on. No. Senegal won the Africa Cup of Nations for the second time in their history. Yeah, what was it? The second time in their history, but like, what was it? This is also like the second time in the last couple of tournaments. Did they? Was it Senegal who won the last one, or did they? Yeah, I'm pretty. Or was it the one before that? No, I'm pretty sure Senegal are like defending champions of this one. I'm pretty sure they won the last one. But the final was marred by chaotic scenes as Senegal's players left the pitch late in the game in protest at Morocco being awarded a controversial penalty in added time. Yeah, this is a complicated. Oh, it was Ivory Coast in 2024. Okay. All right, so yeah, then Senegal won in 2022. Crap. Yeah. All right, I guess I got a bit confused. But yeah, Senegal did win in 2022, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, what was it? This is the second time they've won Afcon in their history, but it's the second time they've won Afcon in the last like 6 years. So yeah, what was it? Senegalese soccer has seen. Yeah, and it was on penalties too. I remember that. Yeah. That was Yeah, it was on penalties. I remember because what was it? It was against Egypt, right? And Mohamed Salah like told the Egyptian goalkeeper like gave the Egyptian goalkeeper advice on like how to block Sadio's penalties, but then Sadio scored anyway. Crap. Oh man. Yeah, I'm was that the final in 2022? I'm pretty sure it was. God damn, that was crazy. Man. Alright, let's see. But the final was marred by chaotic scenes as Senegal's players left the pitch. Oh, I already read that. Yeah, so. Yeah, but the final was marred by chaotic scenes as Senegal's players left the pitch late in the game in protest at Morocco being awarded a controversial penalty in added time. Yeah, I saw this. It's like, huh. I don't know. I feel like this is complicated. I feel like because I do feel like there was a bit of a shove, but I don't know. I feel like you see shoves like that a lot with like set pieces, and I feel like rarely are penalties really given for them. So I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, this did feel like kind of an odd penalty. I'm really not sure if I can. Yeah, I'm really not sure it should have been given. Hey there, Planet. Yeah. Talk about the Afcon final and all the yeah. Hold on. Yeah, all the crazy shit that's surrounding it. Oh. Mane after the match Mon Mane after the match to Mo Salah after the 2022 Afcon final. If you give my penalty tactics to another keeper again, I drown you in the Nile. Wait, shit. Did Mane actually say that? I thought. Did Mane actually say that? I thought that was just like a rumor or something. Oh, damn. Uh, uh. Oh. Oh, shit, Planet, you were in the stadium? Oh, your granddad's Moroccan. Cool. Oh, it was a joke. Okay. Cuz Yeah, cuz I knew I'd heard that somewhere before, but what was it? I thought it was just like a rumor or something. Where have I heard that before? Oh, it was a 442's joke. Yeah, I remember that. He swore at Diaz after the game, throwing insults legit left and right. Oh, damn. Man, what was it? Oh, shit, what? Oh, shit, did you see, what was it? Did you see I Show Speed there? I heard a bunch of people were throwing shit at him, too. Oh, crap. That's crazy. Hold on. Do you see the news Morocco fans burn some Senegalese shops? And oh shit. I haven't heard of that. I've heard of some crazy stuff happening. I haven't heard of that. Oh shit. Uh that's messed up if true. God damn. Oh man. He was in your row. No freaking way. Damn, that's crazy. Oh man. All right. All right, man. God damn. This was a Man, this was a crazy final, man. I wish I could have seen this in person. This would have been crazy. Oh man. Alright, crap. Alright. After a VAR check, El Hadji Malik Diouf was deemed to have brought down Brahim Diaz in the 6-yard box after grappling with the forward during a Morocco corner, and referee Jean-Jacques Nindalo Ngambo pointed to the spot, much to the dismay of Senegal, who had, moments earlier, been denied a goal. In one of the most bizarre scenes in the history of international football, Senegalese players, other than Sadio Mane, left the pitch before re-emerging after a lengthy pause in play to allow the penalty to be taken, which Diaz woefully missed with a Panenka. Yeah. Oh my god. This really was just the perfect storm. It's like, what was it? A con This really was just the perfect storm. It's like a controversial, penalty gets given. There's straight up a player walk off. The players straight up walk off, and like, what was it? Sadio Mane has to get them back onto the field after like, I think it was 10 minutes or something. And then after all that buildup, all that waiting, all of the patience that people had, Diaz finally takes the penalty, and not only does he fuck it up, but he messes it up with a Panenka. That was quite possibly one of the most anticlimactic penalties I have ever seen. Oh god. I legitimately feel like this is gonna follow Diaz his whole career because that was just embarrassing. God. Uh, Uh, I also saw something people on TV didn't see. Hakimi kicked off when Diaz missed the penalty. And I also saw Mendy's towel being stolen as well. Oh shit, really? You saw that? I know that was shown, but I had to mention it because it was funny. Yeah, I've heard about the towel stealing stuff too. It's like some people from Morocco are claiming that like the Senegalese players were doing like black magic witchcraft stuff. And people are now claiming that the reason there was so much weird shit with like people stealing towels is because supposedly the Moroccans thought that the towels were involved in the black magic shit that they thought the Senegalese were doing. I don't know, man. I don't know. This, oh my god. This is gonna go down as one of the weirdest finals ever. Hmm. Uh, None of Senegalese people celebrated after Mendy saved penalty. It's suspicious. Oh, oh yeah, Arsenal. Oh yeah, Arsenal did win their match. Alright, that's good for them. Yeah, Arsenal are doing pretty good in the UCL right now. Yeah. Alright. Senegal, no. Oh yeah, what was it? And City lost to what was it? Bodo Glimt? God. God damn, what is going on? Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, Emma. Yeah, what was it? I don't know, man. What was it? It's always and Man City losing 3-1 to Bodo Glimt is crazy. Yeah, man, I don't know. Oh, crap. It's like, yeah, it's always fun whenever a smaller team really can, really does manage to pull an upset against a bigger one. It's like, yeah, you kind of expect them to get steamrolled, but sometimes, well, is it the little guy really can pull out some tricks and get one over. It's always fun to see that happen. Yeah. Yeah. Senegal no doubt felt doubly aggrieved because the referee had blown his whistle for an Idrissa Gueye foul on Ashraf Hakimi seconds before Ismaila Sarr had found the net in the 93rd minute. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, what was it? I do have to admit, the refereeing in this was a bit odd. In extra time, Pape Gui scored the winner with a thunderous strike from distance, but the quality of his goal and Senegal's victory will likely be overshadowed by the extraordinary scenes which preceded it. Yeah, it does kind of suck. What was it? We were talking about before. This is, what was it? Senegal's second ever time winning the Afcon, which, is a pretty impressive achievement. And the first time they won it was back in like 2022, only like 4 years ago. So what was it? This was a pretty impressive achievement, but unfortunately, it does feel like the discussions around everything around the game. What was it? The refereeing and all these talks about what was it? Witchcraft, black magic, and stuff like that, and the walk off and all that stuff is kind of going to overshadow how much of an achievement this is. So, which is a bit unfortunate. Yeah. Carl Anka, Mark Carey, Andrew Fifield, and Max Matthews analyzed the key talking points. What sparked the chaos? Alright. It was a scene that no fan of football wants to see in a final. It took until the dying moments of stoppage time for the final to spring into life, or rather, deep controversy, that hinged on a single refereeing decision. A late Morocco corner saw Senegal left back Diouf put his hands around the neck of Morocco starman Diaz at the back post. There was minimal contact on the 26-year-old in an exchange that is commonly seen in a penalty area from most set-piece situations around the world. It was clumsy from Diouf, but when Diaz threw himself to the ground, he gave the referee a decision to make. Yeah, I did kind of say this earlier. What was it? I do think it was a bit of a foul, but yeah, I do think it was a bit of I do think it was a bit of a foul, but like it's something that happens often when what was it, set pieces like this happen, and it's rare, and rarely is a penalty actually given for it. So I do understand people, what was it, looking a bit sideways at this decision. Diaz was enraged that he was not rewarded a foul initially, but after VAR advised referee Jean-Jacques Ndala Ngambo to overturn the decision. The touch paper was lit for one of the most controversial moments in football history. Cue player outrage. Cue pushing and shoving from both benches, and cue chaos that emanated from the stands as some Senegalese fans nearly spilt onto the pitch. Yeah, what was it? I saw that. Yeah, I saw the video of that. That was a pretty crazy scene. To say that there was pandemonium in the minutes that followed would be an understatement. Yeah, you bet. Such was the offense felt by the Senegalese bench that manager Pape Thiaw directed his players to walk off the field and into the changing rooms to protest the decision. Oh shit. It was the manager that told them to do that. I thought the players just what was it? The way I've been hearing it, it kind of sounded like the players just decided to do it themselves. I didn't know the manager told them to do it. Yeah, what was it? And then Sadio Mane had to talk them back onto the field. Yeah. It was also fury that was compounded by Senegalese having a goal disallowed only seconds earlier, after the referee blew for another soft push from a corner, blowing the whistle before the sequence ended rather than waiting for a VAR review to aid his decision. Yeah, well, I do have to admit, that was a pretty quick decision. Yeah. It's like, what was it? What was it? He made that decision friggin' Speedy Gonzalez quick, you know what I mean? Crap. Yeah, what was it? I do understand people looking at it a bit sideways. That Captain Sadio Mane directed his teammates back onto the field for the penalty to be taken, and missed by Diaz. Alright, Diaz technically didn't miss. Technically, the ball went right where he wanted it to go. The problem was right where he wanted it to go was, right where the goalkeeper was standing. So it didn't get missed, it got blocked. Yeah. No matter your view on the refereeing decision, this was a disappointing moment for African football as a whole. The scenes were more befitting of an amateur football game than an Afcon final. Yeah, what was it like a yeah, was it like I said, this was the final of a major, continental competition, and now it's unfortunate that it feels like, what was it, the actual victor is going to get overshadowed by all this controversy happening around the game. Very unfortunate series of events. What was Diaz thinking? Oh crap. That's the $1,000,000 question. That's what everyone wants to know. Like what Yeah, it's like what are you going for a Panenka in a final? Oh crap. You got to be careful trying to aura farm like that because now you just look ridiculous. Oh crap. Yeah, it should have been the crowning glory of Brahim Diaz's Afcon. The Moroccan had been one of the standout players of the tournament. After his performance, people aren't going to want to call him a Moroccan anymore. They're going to tell him, "Hey, yeah, no, you got to be Spanish now." Yeah, go back to Spain. Drop. Oh yeah, what was it? Wasn't Diaz Yeah, wasn't Diaz the yeah, isn't Diaz the golden boot winner for this AFCON? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's the top scorer, right? I remember that, yeah. He looked I've seen like pictures of him holding his like golden Yeah, I've seen like a couple of pictures of him holding his golden boot and he just looks really sad. uh, it's like yeah, he was technically the top scorer for the tournament, but like it's like, yeah, he was technically the top scorer for the tournament, but he also kind of embarrassed himself at the last minute there. Yeah. 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 Panenka was founded in Euro 1972 final. I don't understand why people are hating him for just shooting a Panenka. All right, I do kind of get what you mean. It's like a Panenka is one of those things where, like, if you do manage to pull it off, what was it? It looks really cool. But you do have to also understand, you're sending the ball directly at the goalkeeper. If you fuck it up, you're gonna look kind of dumb. Yeah, yeah. It's an Yeah, what was it? It's it's an aura play, you know. You look really cool if you pull it off, but if you don't, it kind of just looks dumb. Oh crap. Hmm. Let's see. And when he was handed the unexpected chance to secure his country's win on home soil with the controversial late penalty, immortality beckons. Diaz aura count below the penalty. Before the penalty. 1000. Yep. That said, the pressure was intense. Not only did he have to wait an age to actually take the spot kick, yeah, what was it? I feel like this also kind of factored into it. It's like, yeah, after all the chaos that erupted, you know, after the penalty was given, you know, the players walking off, and like they didn't come back onto the field for like a good few minutes. So, yeah, by the time the penalty had actually taken, you know, I feel like a lot of pressure had kind of built up, you know. It was yeah, everybody had been waiting for this moment for like a good few minutes at this point. I feel like the fact that what was it? That he went for the Panenka and it failed. I feel like that kind of adds to it because it just felt even more anticlimactic, you know. Oh, crap, yeah. Yeah, I feel like that's also a big part of it, you know. Yeah, just the amount of time that everybody had to wait for it. You know, thanks to all the other craziness happening around the pitch. Thanks thanks to Senegal's walk-off, the delay totaled around 16 minutes. Yeah, what was it? People waited 16 minutes for the Senegalese players to come back to the pitch so they could actually take this penalty. Yeah, what was it? And it was 0-0 in a final, you know, what was it? What was it? The pressure was through the roof. Oh, you gotta go, Planet? Okay. Thanks for coming by, man. See you later. Yeah, what was it? The pressure, the tension, everything was just through the roof for this. Yeah. He also he also had to contend with Senegal goalkeeper Edouard Mendy and Mane offering him pointed advice as he prepared to take it. Oh no. S- s- What would happen if Senegal never came to the pitch? Um, that's a good question. I'm honestly not sure. Hmm. I mean, I have to assume that the game would just kind of be given to Morocco. You know what I mean? It's like yeah, if a team just leaves the pitch and never comes back, I have to assume that the other team has just made the winner. uh, hmm. Or at least, I don't know. That's what I think would happen. I'm not actually sure. That is a good question. Hmm. Actually, let me look that up real quick. Happens a soccer. Yeah, what happens if a soccer team walks off the pitch then never comes back? Okay. All right. If a soccer team walks off the pitch and refuses to return, the match is abandoned. The offending team forfeits, and the opposing team is usually awarded a 3-0 victory, a 3-0 victory, unless the actual score was better than that. The governing body imposes further penalties like fines, point deductions, or disqualifications, though the referee can suspend the game for legitimate safety concerns, which are then investigated. So yeah, what was it? If a team walks off the pitch and then just never comes back, it seems like the team that's still on the pitch is just given a 3-0 win. So yeah, I'm assuming that's what would have happened here. See. So quite why his reaction to all this was to attempt a panenka, a chip straight down the middle of the goal, named after the Czech player Antonín Panenka, who scored with one in the 1976 European Championship final, is anybody's guess. Oh, it was 1976. See. Yeah. I remember I was talking to. Wait. So the game were being end with 3-0 even when the score is more. Why didn't Brazil do this in 2014? Oh crap. Hold on. Wait, no. Did Actually wait, no. It did Hmm. I don't know. What was it? I feel like hmm. I don't know. Maybe I feel like walking off I feel like just walking off like that might have been worse than losing. Oh crap. I don't know. When executed well, they are a thing of beauty. When they go wrong, they are hideous. And this one went very badly wrong. Mendy had time to dive on the floor, get up, and simply catch Diaz's shot in what was the last act of normal time. Yeah. Diaz simply crumbled and seemed to be in tears before extra time had even begun. He was finally withdrawn after 98 minutes, emotions bubbling up once again and disappeared straight down the tunnel. Diaz received the Golden Boot Award for being Afcon's top scorer after the game. Yeah, this was one of the pictures I was talking about. And his face when he posed for photographs with FIFA president Gianni Infantino said it all. Yeah, what was it? This is I've seen other pictures, but yeah, I have also seen this one of him like accepting his Golden Boot Award, but he just looks freaking destroyed. Like goddamn. Oh my god. It it's like he doesn't even acknowledge he got it. It's like, yeah, I'm the top scorer, but I also majorly embarrassed myself here. Like I seriously fucked up. Damn. Hmm. See. Huh. I think awards like these only needs to given to cup winning team players. Hmm. Hmm. I mean, I guess that could make sense. At the same time, like if someone manages to be like, the top goal scorer or like the top goalkeeper and they're not, well, all right, I feel like the winners of these do usually tend to be on the cup winning team, but what was it? If you manage to be, the top goal scorer or the top goalkeeper and you're not on the winning team, then that's just even more impressive because like you managed to pull that off without even playing every game in the tournament. So like yeah, what was it? I do feel like it kind of speaks more to a player's quality when they're able to win these and, not actually be on the winning team. Hmm. But yeah, I feel like usually it does still. I feel like it these. Yeah, I feel like these usually do end up going to like whoever ends up winning. So yeah, more often than not. Let's see. Pape Gu's remarkable extra time goal. Yeah. After all that VAR induced drama and protest, it was easy to forget there were 30 more minutes of football to be played. Yeah, what was it? People had to keep watching the game for 30 minutes after all the shit went down. Uh, Diaz's penalty miss led to a heavy momentum swing in the game. Senegal, Senegal taking to the start of extra time full of indignation. With legs tired, emotions heightened, and the rain beginning to fall in Rabat. Rabat. Space opened up in front of Morocco's penalty area. The 94th minute, officially on the clock, but much closer to 130 if you add on the penalty-related fracas. Fracas, damn. Saw a quick break into the final third down the left. I like the word fracas. It sounds fun to me. Pape Gu then unleashed a left-footed shot from the edge of the box that left Morocco goalkeeper Yassine Bouno flat-footed before crashing off the crossbar and in. It was a tremendous goal, silencing the home crowd before objects thrown towards the Senegal players celebrating. Oh crap, yeah, what was it? I've seen video of this. Yeah, that was pretty crazy. They were throwing all kinds of shit there. Poetic justice. Not quite, as the grievance should be with match officials rather than any player. Diaz would be substituted 4 minutes after the goal for Elias Akomach. He looked like a man weighted heavy by a dramatic turnaround. Yeah, what was it? It's like, yeah, what was it? This guy scoring the winning goal after all of that chaos earlier was pretty cool. Should El Enawi been taken off? With neither side able to break the deadlock midway through the second half, there was an unsavory scene that drew the game to a halt. Morocco midfielder Neil El Ainawi climbed to head the ball from a cross, only to head the back of Senegalese fullback Malik Diouf. Oh, crap. As the 24-year-old fell to the floor, there was a notable panic with players quickly spotting the blood gushing from above El Anawi's eyebrow. Yeah, what was it? Yeah. I have seen clips of this. This did seem kind of bad. This did... Yeah. What was it? Yeah, isn't it usually a rule that if a player has blood on them, they need to be taken off or something like that? Or, like, they can't come back onto the field? Like, until they stop bleeding? I don't know. I'm pretty sure I've seen that happen somewhere. El Ainawi received medical attention for 8 minutes and 28 seconds for the nasty collision. Changing his shirt twice to ensure it had no remaining blood on it, while this wound was temporarily patched up, there seemed to be no suggestion that he would be taken off the field and assessed for concussion. Oh, crap. But the nature of the injury suggested that the decision should have been taken out of El Anawi's hands. Yeah, it's like, man, you gotta take concussions seriously, man. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, just look at Johnny Knoxville. What was it? That guy's taken so many concussions, he straight up doesn't know where he is anymore. Oh, crap. And he's probably gonna take more. The tempo of the game dropped in the minutes that followed El Anawi's return to the field, with momentum understandably lost after such a lengthy delay. That is no issue when the safety of a player is placed as a priority, but there might have been a very real possibility that both El Anawi and Diouf had been more hurt than first thought. Neither was taken off, but there was little doubt that it was a situation that marred a notable share of the second half. Yeah, what was it? Yeah. It really does suck that all of this had to go down at the final. It's like, like I said, this was a pretty, what was it? Take out all the controversy. This was a pretty interesting game. But, what was it? It was the final of a major tournament. And, it does suck that it feels like it's gonna be overshadowed by all of this, what was it? Unreal other stuff. How a red-hot atmosphere turned to silence. Any talk about the atmosphere comes with a caveat, because of the ugly scenes towards the end of the game at the Prince Mauli Abdallah Stadium. The Senegalese fans, dressed in the colors of the country's flag, two-stepped, danced, and jived to the constant drumming led uh, as ever by the 7 letters, and were really the 12th lion, for the Lions of Teranga. Unfortunately, things split over between some Senegal supporters and Moroccan photographers and stewards, resulting in riot police with batons coming in. Oh shit. Oh man, you never want police with batons coming into soccer stadiums. They are just gonna start. What was it? Whenever they have to come into a stadium. Those guys just start swinging for the freaking fences, man. It's crazy. You do not want to get hit with one of those things. Just, I'll tell you what. Oh, crap. On the Moroccan side, there were tireless whistles whenever Senegal had the ball, which meant you could barely hear yourself think. I mean, you can barely hear yourself think at most soccer matches. So that's not really a big big deal. One white-jacketed home supporter facing away from the pitch on top of the fencing separated the fans from the pitch, led an Icelandic-style thunderclap in the second half which echoed through the entire stadium. The home fans also cheered loudly when the riot police appeared, and again when the penalty was awarded. Oh man. But they were denied the conclusion they wanted, and in the end, the final whistle was greeted by mostly silence as the rabbit crowd emptied. Yeah, I can understand that. It's like, yeah, what was it? After that whole situation, freaking, what was it? Riot police having to come in, fans almost storming the pitch, almost the pitch. What was it? Players leaving the pitch in protest for like, what was it, 15 minutes? And then, what was it? And then Diaz missing the penalty that could have, won them the game. And then still having to play on for another 30 minutes after that? Yeah. I can understand people being a bit, drained and, just not having much to say or do after all that. Oh, crap, yeah. Friggin' very chaotic final. A final that was played. I mean, yeah. It was a final, and it was played. Yes, this was certainly the final of all time. Finals aren't to be played, they're to be won, is the famous line from Jose Mourinho. Oh, that's what he's referencing. I really should read ahead more before I say things. The semifinals of this tournament were tactically fraught encounters that earned plaudits for collective defending rather than attacking ambition. Footballing purists say there is no such thing as a boring game, but neutrals had good reason to believe this final would turn into a negative, cagey affair. Morocco's defense has been their calling card throughout the competition, and for all of Senegal's attacking power, the two sides could have easily canceled each other out. Yeah, what was it? It's like wasn't like all of Morocco's wins at the 2022 World Cup like 1-0 victories? Or I'm pretty sure most of them were at least. Yeah. It's like, yeah, that is the strategy that got them to like a World Cup semifinal, what was it? What was it? Get one goal and then get super defensive. What was it? Classic Jose Mourinho. Yeah. But then the game began, and you realized both teams wanted to go for it. The first half saw Senegal go close on 2 occasions. Nicholas Jackson showing his thrilling and frustrating sides in equal measure. Morocco do not always try to be cavalier entertainers, but they too broke with purpose, and in numbers when the time was right to attack. A good way to measure the pace of a game is to is to click your finger when one team loses the ball, before clicking again when they use that regained possession to have a shot on goal. I've actually never heard of that before. That sounds interesting. Uh, Wait, do they mean snapping your finger, or is clicking your finger something different? I don't know. The first half yielded no goals, but saw both teams move the ball with intent when they realized they had time and space to play. Senegal went in at halftime regretting their inability to turn their 4 shots into a goal. Sometimes finals are to be played. Everyone viewing was thankful both sides wanted to give it a go. Hmm. I'm not sure too many people were thankful after all of this. I'm pretty sure a lot of people were just kind of angry. And like, what was it, tearing stuff up. Oh, crap. But, what was it? The same can be said for most finals, so, what was it? Yeah, can't really single this one out. Oh. So yeah, what was it? That was the Senegal Morocco Afcon final. What was it? So yeah, I don't know. What was it? Senegal and Morocco. What was it? Senegal and Morocco. What was it? Both, rising, both very much, rising forces in the, international soccer world. What was it? Morocco. What was it? Everybody remembers their 2022 World Cup run, and Senegal, what was it? Winning their first Afcon in 2022, and then winning again now. What was it? These are two very good teams. And it was a fun game. It just sucks that all the discussion, is now around all of these controversies with the refereeing and the penalty, and all of the chaos with what was it, players leaving the pitch, and fans trying to storm the pitch. It's like, what was it, after a soccer game ends, you want to be talking about the soccer, not about all this other shit that happened around it. Eh, it's unfortunate. Oh, hold on. Oh crap. Okay. So yeah, what was it? That was all I had to say about this article. But there is another article I have that kind of looks at this whole situation from a different angle that I didn't really think of before. This is another article from The Athletic, written by Philip Buckingham. What impact does AFCON final chaos have on Morocco and World Cup 2030? Yes, what was it? If you've forgotten, what was it? Morocco is also, partially hosting the 2030 World Cup with Spain and Portugal. What was it? And this is, I thought this article is interesting. Because it looks at how people, now view Morocco, in the soccer world after, what was it? All of this chaos that's happened with them hosting, with them as hosts of AFCON. Because, like I said, what was it? Morocco were kind of seen, what was it? Before this whole thing, whenever people thought of Morocco, they thought of their amazing, 2022 World Cup run. And, them being, rising stars with, what was it? A lot of great players and, smart tactics. But now, when people think of Morocco in the soccer world, they're thinking of all the chaos that happened with, the AFCON final and, all of the kind of shady refereeing that went on. So yeah, I thought this was an interesting angle to look at that I hadn't totally thought of. I am not a fan of multiple country tournaments. I can understand where you're coming from with that. I feel like, the way that multiple that it was initially pitched, I remember when they were initially pitching it, I think it was Infantino. Yeah, what was it? When they initially pitched it, on Ichika, nice to meet you. Uh, nice to meet you. First time viewer here. My name is VTuber from Japan. I use a translation device, but I want to become friends with EN VTubers. Well, hello there, Ichika. It's very nice to meet you. I am Desidario Ultra. I mostly talk about soccer and what was it, soccer-related things. It's very nice to meet you for the first time. Thank you for what was it, the first time chat. Uh, and I am yeah, what was it? I mostly discuss soccer-related topics. If you can't tell. Where does your nickname come from? Well, Desiderio is should I say it? Desiderio is the name of a guy I know. I'll just say that. It's the name of a guy I know. I decided to I decided to call myself Desiderio because I thought it was an odd name that I had never heard before. And Ultra, is just like, what was it? Someone who really likes one particular soccer team. What was it? Like yeah, what was it? Like an Arsenal Ultra or like, I'm a Barcelona Ultra, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's where my name comes from. It's Desiderio Ultra. Oh crap. What was I saying? What was I saying before? Yeah. Uh yeah, his birth name really is Desiderio. And like, what was it? The thing is, no one actually calls him Desiderio. We all call him something else. It's like, but the thing is, the other thing that we call him, it's not like a normal name either. And I'm not sure where either name comes from. It's like I ask people who know both of us, it's like his name's his name's Desiderio? Where's that? Why is he called that? And everyone's just like, I don't know. But then I ask him about, the guy's nickname, the other thing we call him, and they're all just like, yeah, I don't know where that comes from either. So the guy has two names that he's known by, and I have no idea why we call him either one. uh, yeah, I don't know. He's a fun guy though. He's a fun guy to hang around. Oh yeah, what was it? What was I saying to you before? Oh yeah. The thing with the multiple countries hosting, when Gianni Infantino originally pitched it, I liked the idea where it was like his original pitch was like if you have like you can have like multiple smaller countries host, which I did think was a good idea because there are a lot of small countries that can't host a World Cup on their own, but a cluster of smaller countries could. But the thing about that is, that's not really what's happened. You look at the group hosting, it's like America, Canada, and Mexico. All three of those countries can host a World Cup on their own. Morocco, Spain, and Portugal, all three of those countries can host tournaments on their own. Morocco just hosted Afcon on their own. And then, what was it? So it's like, yeah, it's the initial pitch for it was like, multiple smaller countries hosting together. That's a good idea, but it hasn't happened. And it doesn't look like it's gonna happen. At least not anytime soon, because for 2034, it's gonna be hosted by Saudi Arabia by themselves. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. it's like the idea of it I agree with, but in practice it really hasn't worked out like the way it was pitched, you know? So I understand why people might not like, multiple country hosting. Yeah, I do Yeah, I do get what yeah, I do get where you come from on that. All right. So yeah, where was I? Yeah. Let's see. What impact does oh, yeah. What impact does Afcon final chaos have on Morocco and the world and the World Cup 2030? All right. It was supposed to be the showpiece occasion that projected Morocco in its best light to an international audience. But Sunday's Africa Cup of Nations AFCON final will be remembered only for the chaos that unfolded. Unfortunately, yes. Yes. It does seem like this is going to be a match mostly remembered for controversy. Senegal's 1-0 win over the host nation in extra time was marred by what FIFA president Gianni Infantino called ugly scenes in Rabat. Gianni Infantino, any scene that involves you is an ugly scene. Like, what was it? Whenever he's around, it's an ugly scene. Trap. At the same time that Senegal's players were threatening to force an abandonment in protest to a controversial late penalty awarded to Morocco, prolonged fighting broke out in the stands as a small number of visiting fans attempted to storm the pitch. Yeah, what was it? As much as yeah, and like what was it? The main talk of this article is obviously about Morocco's image. But like yeah, Senegal also I feel like took a bit of a hit when it comes to image because like yeah, it was there obviously it was a controversial penalty, but what was it? What was it? It was their fans that decided to storm the pitch over it. And that's really not something you want happening. People can get hurt by doing that. What was it? Both fans and players and officials. So it's like yeah, what was it? I feel like yeah, I do feel like Senegal's reputation might have also taken a bit of a hit from this. And what was it? Yeah, the manager telling the players to leave the pitch and then not coming back on for like 16 minutes. It's like it's understandable, what was it with the penalty decision being a bit controversial, but at the same time, eh, it's not exactly a great look for you either. So it's like, yeah, this was just a whole mess. Violence cannot be tolerated in our sport. It is simply not right. Infantino, who had watched from the stands, wrote on his Instagram account on Monday morning. The Athletic looks at the key questions as a big as a big night for Morocco, co-hosts of the 2030 World Cup, ended in mayhem. What happened on Sunday? After 90 forgettable minutes came a rapid descent into disorder on and off the pitch. All that happened is best explained at length here, but a disallowed goal from Senegal's Ismaila Sarr in stoppage time was followed by a controversial penalty to Morocco after El Hadji Malik Diop was adjudged to have fouled Brahim Diaz. Senegal revolted with head coach Pape Thiaw ordering his players off the pitch to bring a 16-minute delay. Brahim's eventual Panenka penalty, saved by Edouard Mendy, then sent the game into extra time, where Pape Gui's goal proved decisive. The backdrop to all that, though, was violent scenes in the stands and the perimeter of the pitch. A small group of Senegal fans attempted to invade the pitch and fought with security at one end of the stadium. Items were thrown, and one volunteer was carried from the pitch by stewards after being injured in the melee. Oh, shit. Oh, man, that sucks. What was it? You never want people getting hurt at a soccer game. That's just not good for the sport. The unsavory episodes did not end there. Senegal reserve goalkeeper Yvan Diouf the Senegal reserve goalkeeper Yvan Diouf was chased by Moroccan ball boys who had been attempting to steal Mendy's towel. Yep, what was it? There's the towel thing. That was weird. What was it? I said it earlier, but what was it? There's a weird theory. People from Morocco have been saying that, like, what was it? The Senegalese team were doing like black magic to cheat. And, like, some people have been saying that the reason they were screwing around with the towels is because they thought that the towels were involved in, like, the black magic that they're saying the Senegalese were doing. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. That's just what I've been seeing people say on, like, social media. But, like, yo, but, like, not just on social media, like, officials from Morocco have come out claiming that the Senegalese were using black magic, so, like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. While Thiao and counterpart, well, while Thiao and counterpart Walid Reguagou were involved in a heated altercation at the full-time whistle, an inglorious full stop on the night came when Thiao was unable to complete his post-match press conference due to a fight breaking out between journalists from Morocco and Senegal. Holy crap. Even the journalists were fighting. God damn. Oh, man. Usually they just take pictures of the fighting. Was maybe Eden Hazard was right about ball boys the whole time. Oh my god, yeah, what was it? Oh my god. Yeah, what was it? This Diop guy should have straight up kicked that ball boy. Oh my god. That would have been hilarious. Oh crap. In Minecraft. He should have kicked him in Minecraft. Oh crap. Oh man. What was the reaction to the night? Oh, there were a lot of reactions to the night. Widespread disapproval. Widespread disapproval that began with Regra Gui saying the final had given a shameful image of African football in his post-match press conference, and continued the morning after with a statement from CAF, the governing body of African football, strongly condemning any inappropriate behavior during matches, particularly that directed at the refereeing team or match organizers. Yeah, what was it? Yeah, we've mostly just been talking about like Morocco and what was it, Senegal specifically, but yeah, Afcon as a whole does have a bit of a reputation. What was it for? What was it for, like, what was it, bad refereeing and stuff like this? And what was it? This really isn't helping. This really isn't helping. To clear any of that stuff. Yeah. Crap. It added, CAF is examining all the images and will submit the case to the competent authorities so that appropriate measures can be taken against those found guilty. The Royal Moroccan Football Federation, FMRF, made no mention of the crowd disorder within the stadium in its statement, but made clear it already challenged Senegal's temporary withdrawal from the pitch before Brahim fluffed his penalty in stoppage time. Yeah, what was it? Yeah, I did hear about that. Apparently the Moroccan Federation does want to take some kind of legal action against the Senegalese team for walking off for so long. Which is like I mean, oh man. It's like even if they have a bit of a point, after them losing and everything that happened, it just kind of comes off as sour grapes, you know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, I'm not sure why they would even try it. This just feels like a bad idea. I don't know, that's just what I think. The FMRF said it would resort to legal procedures with CAF and FIFA after Senegal's protests significantly impacted the normal flow of the match and the players' performance. A formal complaint was lodged within 24 hours. It is the belief of the FMRF that Senegal should face strong disciplinary measures for players leaving the pitch, and that the responsibility also lies with the coaching staff and the Senegalese Football Association. Oh, a football federation. They regard their opponents' actions to be unprecedented, damaging the reputation of African football. I mean, even if that's true, it's like all of the even if that's true, what was it? All of the shady refereeing in this tournament regarding Morocco probably also did that. So, glass houses and all. you shouldn't throw stones from them. Crap. Morocco are intent on seeing disciplinary action taken against Senegal. That appeared to be echoed by Infantino, who had watched the game unfold sitting next to dignitaries from the host nation. He called the flashpoints on and off the pitch unacceptable. I mean, I call Gianni Infantino unacceptable all the time, but that doesn't change anything. It is also the responsibility of teams and players to act responsibly and set the right example for fans in the stadiums and millions watching around the world. He wrote on his personal Instagram page, "The ugly scenes witnessed today must be condemned and never repeated. I reiterated that they have no place in football, and I expect that the relevant disciplinary bodies at CAF will take the appropriate measures." It is worth noting that the tensions between the two finalists had been stoked in the days leading to Sunday's meeting in Rabat. The Senegalese Football Federation released a list of complaints to CAF on Saturday morning, including concerns over the security around its players and the standard of accommodations. Why was Sunday's game so big ahead of 2030? Morocco is where the football world will head in 4.5 years from now, along with co-hosts Spain and Portugal. FIFA awarded the 2030 World Cup to Morocco 14 months ago to ensure its greatest competition heads back to African soil for the first time since 2010. That was South Africa. It's another World Cup that I'm sure they don't regret. Matches to mark the World Cup centenario will also be played in Argentina, Paraguay, and Uruguay. Yeah, what was it? They're playing a few games in Argentina, Paraguay, and Uruguay in order to celebrate the 100-year anniversary of the World Cup. Yeah, what was it? If you don't know, the original World Cup was held in was held in Uruguay. It was only held in Uruguay. Why exactly Argentina and Paraguay are also hosting games? Who knows? Who knows? It's FIFA. You know, what was it? They do whatever. I'm sure it has nothing to do with the fact that the current president of CONMEBOL is Paraguayan. I'm sure that didn't factor into it. Much like Qatar and Saudi Arabia, it will conclude a long drive for Morocco to take football spotlight after an enormous investment into sporting infrastructure and facilities. Of the 20 venues listed in the 2030 bid book published by FIFA, Morocco has 6, along with Spain's 11 and Portugal's 3. Those included the Stade Prince Malai Abdillah in Rabat, which hosted the Afcon final on Sunday. Oh, that's going to be fun. And the Grand Stade Hassan II in Casablanca. Oh, hey, that's a really good movie. At least I think it's really good. I haven't actually seen Casablanca. Which has been designed to be the biggest stadium in the world. It is planned to open It is planned to open in 2028. Yep, and I'm sure by the time that opens, another stadium will also be planned to be the biggest stadium in the world. Yeah. Morocco hope the 115,000 capacity venue can even be where the 2030 final is played, but faces competition from the recently built Santiago Bernabeu, home of Real Madrid in the Spanish capital. Yeah, man, it's like, if Morocco thinks they're getting the World Cup final ahead of Spain in the Santiago Bernabeu, yeah, I don't know what they're thinking. I really don't. It's like they are not getting this final. That decision is unlikely to be made until 2027 or later, as FIFA's focus is trained on this summer's competition across the US, Canada, and Mexico. Do Sunday's events raise concerns over Morocco's hosting in 2030? Although Infantino strongly condemned the events on Sunday night, it was telling that the criticism came after the congratulations. As well as crediting the success of Senegal, he said Morocco had staged a fantastic tournament and exceptional hosts. To Infantino and FIFA, this was not an event that could be tarnished by Sunday night's events. The previous 4 weeks had demonstrated the progress made by Morocco over the last decade in organization, transport links, and accommodation. There are also strengthening bonds to FIFA, with Morocco able to point towards their growing experience of staging key dates for the world's governing body, as well as hosting the final African qualifier for the World Cup in October, where DR Congo progressed to the Intercontinental Playoffs. Morocco will stage the U17 Women's World Cup every year until 2028. Wait, really? Damn. Oh, crap. So all this is to say that Morocco is trying to get in bed with Gianni Infantino, and so it doesn't seem like much will really come from this. I know that's not exactly what this says, but that's pretty much what this says. Sunday's problems have not damaged faith in Morocco, but much like the 2024 Copa America final played in Miami 2 years out from the World Cup, there will need to be lessons learned over the security measures in place. Oh yeah, what was it? The Copa America final was freaking crazy, man. It's like, what was it? Man, yeah, what was it? The place. Yeah, what was it? Was that the one where people were straight up crawling in through the vents? I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah, people were going crazy. A bunch of people had fake tickets. And, like, what was it? A bunch of people, what was it, who had real tickets weren't allowed to go in because people thought they had fake tickets. And then, like I said, a bunch of people straight up broke into the stadium, like, through various ways. So, yeah, what was it? And then the police showed up, and a riot squad showed up, and things just got totally crazy. Yeah, what was it? Yeah. Nobody died, thankfully, but I'm pretty sure some people did get injured. It was very unfortunate. There was very unfortunate events. The fixture between Argentina and Colombia, overseen by CONMEBOL, that is a good distinction. That is a good distinction to be made. For however, you know, what was it, corrupt and, you know, FIFA is, CONMEBOL is much worse. So yeah, what was it? I guarantee you no game at the 2026 World Cup is going to be as bad as what was it, the Copa America final in 2014. I guarantee you that. Let's see. What was it? The fixture between Argentina and Colombia, overseen by CONMEBOL, brought delays of over an hour to overcrowding and was considered more dangerous to safety than the flashpoints witnessed in Rabat. The Hard Rock Stadium, home to the Miami Dolphins, will still host 7 games at this summer's World Cup. Oh, God. And you know, what was it? You know security there is going to be crazy. You know they're going to want to make sure not to repeat this. The final of Euro 2020, played in the summer of 2021 at Wembley, was another major final overshadowed by violence. An independent review of the events around Italy's penalty shootout win Italy's penalty shootout win over England said it was fortunate that fatalities had been avoided after an estimated 2,000 ticketless fans gained entry to the stadium. Goddamn, what was it? They let in 2,000 people that didn't have tickets? Man. I should have tried getting into this game. There's a good what was it? I didn't buy a ticket, but there's a good chance I could have gotten in. Damn. Subsequent improvements have since convinced UEFA that Wembley can again host the final of the European Championship in 2028. FIFA's own security teams, rather than those of CONMEBOL or CAF, will take control of operations across across the 3 main co-hosts in 2030. Yeah, what was it? So yeah, what was it? I do feel, as corrupt as FIFA is, what was it? They don't want shit like this happening at the World Cup. They don't want anything bad happening with their cash cow. So what was it? I feel like I do feel like they are going to try their best to make sure nothing goes wrong. At least at the World Cup, you know, what was it? They'll allow a ton of stuff to go wrong, you know, in other areas. But when it comes to World Cup games, you know, they're gonna make sure things run smoothly. But the belief is that Morocco's hosting of Afcon has endorsed, not undermined, their credentials ahead of what will be their biggest sporting moment. Yeah, I'm not too sure about that. What happens next? CAF will be tasked with overseeing a full investigation into the events of Sunday, from Senegal's temporary withdrawal to the violence that spilled down from the stands. Someone is gonna slip the investigator a cool $1 million, and this whole investigation is gonna go away. I bet you that's how this whole thing is gonna go down. I don't think anything of note is really gonna come from this investigation. I really don't. Morocco's claim that a formal complaint had been filed with both CAF and FIFA might well be true, but it will only be the governing body of Africa that can adjudicate and hand down sanctions relating to Sunday. CAF predictably kept its statements brief on Monday morning, refusing to be drawn on the rights and wrongs of all that unfolded the previous evening. A disciplinary board will shape the next steps, with Morocco pushing for Senegal players and staff to be punished. FIFA, though, will be keen to understand how a smoothly run tournament was allowed to unravel at such a spectacular pace. The lessons learned will be key to planning ahead of 2030. So yeah, what was it? I did think this was an I did think this was an interesting angle to look at it because yeah, what was it? Morocco will be hosting, well, part hosting the 2030 World Cup. So, yeah, I do I don't I do think it is fair to kind of look at this and sort of I do think it is fair to kind of look at this and sort of think about, how exactly they're going to host the World Cup. Obviously, it will be different because FIFA will be more involved in overseeing the tournament, but yeah, so yeah, I don't think things will get this bad, but I do think it is fair to, what was it, criticize Morocco for how things went down. Yeah, what was it? But yeah, that's just what I think. Yep. Um, all right, let's see. Crap. Uh, I have mostly gotten over whatever I was sick with for a while, but it does seem like my cough is still there. You know what? You know what was it? All right. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna talk about a couple of transfer rumors and then end the stream after this. Yeah, what was it? Yeah, what was it? My last article is just gonna be a couple of recent transfer rumors that I thought would be interesting to talk about. The what was it? The main one that we'll be talking about is Barcelona eyeing a certain Argentine striker that plays in the same league as them. Yes. This is from ESPN. Barcelona are keeping tabs on Atletico Madrid's forward Julian Alvarez's future, while Arsenal are willing to allow Gabriel Jesus to leave the club. Join us for the latest transfer news and rumors from around the globe. So yeah, what was it? Just gonna talk about a couple of transfer rumors real quick and then call it a night. Let's see. Yeah, what was it? I remember the first person I heard this from was from my dad. He said, uncertainty is growing regarding the future of Atletico Madrid forward Julian Alvarez, according to journalist Mateo Moreta. It is reported that clubs are checking on the 25-year-old situation, who has recently been linked to Barcelona. Yeah, what was it? The way I first heard about this is I was talking to I was talking to my dad, and he told me that that what was it? There are reports going around that Messi called up Alvarez. What was it? That Messi called up Alvarez and told him that he should sign for Barcelona. And what was it? This isn't the article, but my dad actually said that Messi told Barcelona that he would personally cover half of Alvarez's transfer fee. And what was it? That is why I didn't believe him, because I just did not believe that Messi would do that. Now, I still don't believe that Messi is gonna do that. I think my dad believes a lot of stuff that isn't true. Oh crap. But what was it? I do think it would be kind of funny. I do fully believe that I am willing to believe that Messi might have called Alvarez and what was it? Told him and maybe try to like nudge him in a certain direction. But I don't believe that he's gonna like pay his transfer fee or anything like that. why why he even left City for Atleti? Well, let me see. If I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure he left because he felt like he was in Erling Haaland's shadow. You know, it's like yo, what was it? Yeah, I mean, he's a striker playing at the same club as Erling Haaland, you know. It's like, yeah, I can understand that. He left Yeah, from what I've heard, he left City because he wanted to be like more the main man. Imagine Messi convinced Beckham to pay for Oh my god. No, that would be hilarious. What was it? No. Imagine if like what was it? Imagine if part of Messi's transfer fee. Imagine if part of Messi's transfer to Inter Miami is that they had to pay they had to pay Alvarez's transfer fee. Oh my god. That would be great. Hey, what was it? He probably would do that. It's like MLS is doing frickin' anything to make Messi happy. It's like, goddamn. The Blaugrana believe that a deal could be could be difficult to secure for Alvarez given Atleti's expected valuation, but they are prepared to make a move if there is a willingness to negotiate. Now, what was it? The issue the issue I have with this is that what was it? Barcelona obviously have what was it, Lewandowski right now. And Lewandowski's contract goes for another 2 years, I'm pretty sure. Now, and I know Lewandowski is like, you know, in his like mid to late 30s. So Barcelona probably does want to start phasing him out. But the thing about that is, what was it? I feel like Lewandowski is still scoring a pretty good amount for his age, and I imagine he still wants to stay sharp for the World Cup coming up. So I'm not sure if he's going to be okay with that, you know, what was it, with being phased out, you know, in favor of, you know, in, come on. All right, hold on. Oh shit. All right, shit. All right, looks like I'm back. All right, shit. All right, I'm back. All right. So yeah, hold on. What'd you say? No, Lewandowski's contract ends of this season, and he announced he will leave. Oh shit! Wait, what? Okay, hold on. Wait, hold on. When does Lewandowski's? Oh shit! You're right. Crap. Okay. All right. What? Oh, okay. Sorry. Crap. I guess I got crap. I guess I got confused there. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, his contract does end at the end of the season. Okay. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Damn. I must have gotten them confused with someone else then. All right then. All right then. I guess my main issue with this isn't really. All right then. Yeah, I guess this is kind of a good. So yeah, well, so this is a good transfer, I guess. So yeah, well, all right, yeah. So yeah, I guess Julian Alvarez would be a pretty good transfer. Fabrizio Romano reports that the La Liga that the La Liga club are closely following Paris Saint-Germain's forward Gonçalo Ramos as a signing for the summer, which could see the 24-year-old Portugal international lined up as a potential replacement for Alvarez should he leave the Wanda Metropolitano. Alright, so dang, what was it? Alright, if all this is true, then that means at the end. Then, if all this is true, then that means Atletico might be losing both, what was it, Alvarez and Simeone. Damn, that's gonna be a hit. Hmm. Sucks for them. But what was it, Gonzalo? I do think Gonzalo Ramos would be a pretty good replacement. So what was it? We'll have to wait and see. That's if they can, well, get him. Obviously, Arsenal are willing to part ways with striker Gabriel Jesus. The Daily Mail reports that Palmeiras are interested in the 28-year-old. Oh man. But it is said that he would prefer to be giving until the end of the season to prove himself. Hmm. I don't know. I feel like Gabriel Jesus. Hmm. I don't know. I feel like Gabriel Jesus could still play in the Premier League, or at least could still play in Europe. I don't think it. I don't think he necessarily needs to go back to Brazil yet. I don't know. I feel like he could play in Europe for at least a couple more seasons. I don't know. What was it? We'll give it time. See how things go. Meanwhile, The Sun reports that Arsenal are looking at 19-year-old Real Madrid defender Victor Valdepeñas. They are reported to be among several top clubs that have sent scouts to watch him after he made his debut in the La Liga match against Alaves last month. Valdepeñas is able to be deployed at center back. Oh, he scored. He scored against Inter today. All right, all right. Well, that's good for him. All right. Well, that's good for him. Yeah. What was it? Like I said, I think he could still play. What was it? Even if not in the Premier League, I think he could still play in. What was it? A top 5 league for a little bit, for a little while longer. Liverpool centre back Ibrahima Konate remains a way off signing a new contract. Reports Team Talk. Konate believes he should be among the highest paid defenders in the Premier League, causing an issue with signing a contract extension. All right, well, a lot of defenders think they should be the highest paid defender in the Premier League. So it's like that doesn't really say much. Yeah. And what was it with how Liverpool's defense have been lately? Yeah, I'm not sure. What was it? He can really justify that. Not that all of Liverpool's defensive issues come down to him, but like I do think he is kind of part of it. However, Team Talk also report that Liverpool have a replacement in mind. The club are interested in Tottenham defender Mickey van de Ven, even though any deal would likely have to involve a significant transfer fee. Real Madrid are also keeping tabs on the Netherlands' international situation. Chelsea are considering a move for Bournemouth defender Marcos Senesi, according to TalkSports. The club are interested in a. I said Van de Ven. Did I not say, or did I say something different? Oh, it's a chant. Okay. All right. I guess I missed it. All right. Okay, all right. Where was I? The club are interested in a center back. ESPN sources confirmed that they have held talks with Rennes over Jeremy Jacquet, and they have added Senesi, whose contract expires in June, to their shortlist of transfer targets. Barcelona and Juventus have also been linked with him. Al Hilal midfielder Ruben Neves is open to a switch to Manchester United, per Football Insider. Oh yeah, what was it? This what was it? Neves story is is one that people have been talking about for a while. The 28-year-old representatives are said to have made contact with United regarding a potential switch to Old Trafford, and there is a possibility that they make a move for him before the transfer window closes. So yeah, what was it? I do think Ruben Neves. Yeah, what was it? I do think Ruben Neves is good enough that he could still. Whenever I hear Van de Ven's name, Rob Van Dam and his name chant came to mind. Yeah, man, what was it? Man, Rob Van Dam, that's classic, man. Yeah, what was it? I understand, what was it? Their names are kind of similar. Oh, man. Else, do you watch WWE? I watch it occasionally. I watched it a lot more back when I was a kid. I used to watch it a lot with my brother and my dad. Yeah, but yeah, I still watch it every once in a while. Yeah. Elsewhere, manager Michael Carrick is keen to keep hold of midfielder Kobe Mainu, according to Fabrizio Romano. Despite previous reports indicating that he could be sent out on loan, he is believed to have earned the instant trust of the Man United interim head coach. Mainu played 90 minutes of the 2-0 Premier League win over Manchester City on Saturday. Alright, last one. Aston Villa has expressed interest in signing Crystal Palace forward Jean-Philippe Mateta. According to The Athletic's David Ornstein, the report suggested that the deal would also allow the Eagles to get forward Evan Goisend, who has been on their radar since last summer. Villa boss Unai Emery is looking to strengthen their forward line by signing Mateta, but also face competition from clubs such as Juventus. However, this might come to an advantage for Villa, as it was also reported that the Serie A club were not willing to pay the asking price of 40 million that Palace want for Mateta. Yeah, that makes sense. Unwilling or unable to pay the price. Oh, crap. Let's see. There are also some other rumors. Yeah. All right. All right. Yeah. I think I'm gonna end the stream here for today. Crap. Oh man. All right. Let's. I really hope that by the time I stream next time, this cough is totally gone. All right. So yeah. Yeah. What was it? Thanks for coming by. Hope to see you next time.